If you say this, a narcissist will fear you forever. You're tired of the emotional games, the guilt, tripping, and the endless walking on eggshells. What if you could say something that made a narcissist back off for good in this video? I'll show you 8 powerful phrases that make narcissists feel exposed, weak, and afraid, so you can finally take back control. 1. I see right through you. This phrase is terrifying for a narcissist. Why? Because their entire identity is built on illusion. They spend so much time crafting an image, manipulating situations, and gaslighting others that when someone finally sees past the mask, they panic, saying this signals that you know who they really are and that you're not fooled by the charm or the drama. It corners them emotionally, and deep down that's their greatest fear, being exposed to. You don't scare me. Narcissists thrive on fear. They poke, threat, and intimidate to stay in control. But when you calmly tell them you don't scare me, it dismantles their power in an instant. You're telling them their manipulation tactics no longer work on you. And when fear no longer gets them the response they want, they're forced to face their own emptiness. This is the phrase that lets them know their reign over you is officially over. 3. You can't control how I feel. This phrase makes narcissists feel powerless. They want to dictate how you feel, how you think, and even how you react. If you're sad, they'll take credit. If you're angry, they'll blame you. If you're confident, they'll try to knock you down. But when you say you can't control how I feel, you're drawing a firm boundary. You're reclaiming your emotional independence. It's like telling them you no longer get to live rent-free in my mind. And for a narcissist, that's terrifying. 4. I'm not the same person you met. This one hits deep. Narcissists often trap people in a cycle, charming them in the beginning and slowly shifting into toxic behaviors. But they count on one thing, that you'll stay the same person, easy to manipulate, eager to please. So when you say, I'm not the same person you met, it tells them you've evolved, you've grown stronger, more aware, and less dependent on their approval. It lets them know that their favorite version of you, the one who tolerated everything, is gone. 5. That's not going to work on me anymore. This one is subtle, but it's powerful. Whether it's guilt tripping, silent treatment, or emotional blackmail, narcissists have a playbook. And when you say, that's not going to work on me anymore, you're letting them know you've studied their tactics and rejected them. This phrase is like holding up a mirror and saying, I see your game and I'm not playing nothing. Rattles a narcissist more than losing their ability to manipulate. You say, you're not as important as you think. This one will sting. Narcissists crave importance. They want to feel superior, admired, envied, even feared. So when you say you're not as important as you think, it's a direct hit to the ego. It tells them you're no longer orbiting around them. You're no longer placing their needs, their feelings, or their opinions above your own. It's not about being cruel. It's about reminding them that their self-inflated view of themselves is in reality. 7. I don't trust you. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most unsettling things you can say to a narcissist. Trust is something they expect even when they haven't earned it. They want you to trust their lies, their version of events, their truth, but saying I don't trust you exposes the gap between their words and their actions. It's an act of emotional defiance that puts them on the defensive, because deep down they know they're not trustworthy. And now, so to you 8, I'm not afraid to walk away. This is the ultimate fear of a narcissist. Abandonment, the loss of control, The idea that someone might finally realize their worth and leave. When you say, I'm not afraid to walk away, you're saying you no longer need them to feel whole, loved, or valid. That their presence in your life is not a privilege, they're replaceable. This phrase shifts the power completely. It tells them you hold the final card and you're willing to play it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe on my channel.